ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ओम बोलो स्वामी सद्गुरु शिवानंद महाराज की जय। ओम बोलो स्वामी विष्णु देवानंद महाराज की जय। हरि ओम तत्सत। ओम नमः शिवाय। I offer my pranams to the lotus feet of masters. I pray masters give us all the understanding. It's Swami who speaks and it's Swami who listens through all of us. Hari Om Tat Sat. So we've so far seen 2 chapters. First chapter is Arjuna Vishada Yogam, which is Arjuna's grief. The second chapter is Sankhya Yogam, which is yoga of knowledge. The third chapter is Karma Yoga. From today we would be going through the third chapter. Karma Yoga, yoga of action. For any action, the motive or the intention of that action that determines the action as good or bad. Any action that is performed with the purity as motive, with pure motive, with a complete surrender and with an element of love, with deep emotion of love, certainly that action will turn out to be a glorious one. So there are 43 slokas which in the chapter 3 in Karma Yoga. We'll get into details. Slokam number 1 and 2, we'll take it as together. Arjuna vacha jyayasi chet karmanaste matha buddhir janardhana tat kim karmani gore mam नियोजयसि केशव व्यामिश्रेणेव वाक्येन बुद्धिं मोहयसीव मे तदेकं वद निश्चित्य येन श्रेयोऽहमाप्नुयाम्. Arjuna Vacha, having listened to Krishna, who was advising Arjuna to stand up and fight, to revisit and to re-evaluate his conclusion of not running away from the battlefield. Having listened to all this, now Arjuna is asking, Arjuna Vacha, Arjuna is saying, Oh Janardhana, Janardhana is Lord Krishna's name. Oh Janardhana, oh Krishna, if you feel buddhi, that intellect, that knowledge, that buddhi yoga, that knowledge is superior, jyayasi, it is superior to karma yoga, then Keshava is also Krishna's name, then Keshava, why do you engage me in this gore, in this terrible action mode? Gore means terrible action. You are supporting the path of renunciation. You were explaining the path of renunciation. How will the person who controlled the sense organs, how will they be? Everything you have explained in the yoga of knowledge. You have explained and you have supported the path of renunciation. When that is superior, then Krishna, why do you advise me now in this terrible path of action, this karma yoga? When you feel that is superior, then why are you bringing this to me? Now you are telling me the path of knowledge which leads to realization, and you are now explaining the path of action. Your words, vakyena, your words sounds vyamishrena, it's ambiguous, it's confusing to me, Krishna. Which one should I follow? Krishna, please tell me one, ekam. Tell me one path through which for sure, nischayataha, for sure, for certainly I will attain. Apnuyam. Apnuyam means I will attain. Tell me one path which I will attain the Shreyaha, this highest. So you are now telling me with the sweet words, two paths. And you have already explained the renunciation path is the best. Now you are introducing this Karma Yoga path to me. When that is supreme, when that for sure will lead me to renunciation, then why are you confusing me with this also? Tell me one path, Krishna. Which one should I take for that for sure will give me the highest realization? Slokam number 3. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Lokesmin Dvividha Nishta Pura Prokta Mayanaga Jnana Yogena Sankyanam Karma Yogena Yoginam. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. Bhagavan Krishna is now telling, Krishna is speaking. Lokesmin Dvividha Nishta. Loke, in this world, Asmin, this in this world, Dvividha, there are two kinds of Nishta. Nishta means faith. There are two kinds of faith. Pura Prokta Mayanaga. By me. Maya means by me. I have explained Prokta, I have explained Pura previously. There are two kinds of Nishta. There are two kinds of faith. Jnana Yogena, the path of knowledge. Jnana Yogena Sankyanam. Sankyanam, for those who are inclined towards contemplation, for them the path of knowledge. Karma Yogena Yoginam, for those who are inclined towards action. Yoginam, for towards action, for them the path of action, the path of work. Karma Yogena, this will bring them the realization. So always I have explained to in my earlier Purana, in earlier stage, I have explained these two faith, these two beliefs. Jnana Yogam, Karma Yogam. These two are complementing each other. They are not competitive, Arjuna. They are complementing each other. For those who are inclined towards contemplation, Sankyam, they will take Jnana Yoga Margam. Those who are Yoginam, who are inclined towards action, Karma Yogena, for this path of, through this path of action, they attain that supreme. Slokam number 4. Nakarmana manarambhan naishkarmyam purushoshnute nacha sanyasana deva siddhim samadhi gacchati. One cannot achieve or reach this actionless mode or getting freedom from this karmic action, naishkarmyam, by mere non-performance of action. One non-performance action is not actionless. By mere non-performance action, one cannot achieve that actionless mode. One cannot achieve or attain perfection, siddhim, by mere renunciation. Just by mere renunciation also, one cannot attain perfection. Running away from the life is not the way to reach the highest goal, or it is not the way to evolve. By merely abstaining, anarambhat, abstaining from the work, one cannot achieve, or one cannot attain freedom from the karmic action, nishmarga state. This karma yoga nishta. So he is telling, just because you are withdrawing from all the karma action, it is not, that doesn't mean that actionlessness will help you to achieve the supreme, to samadhi gacchati, attains that siddhim, that perfection is not possible, Arjuna. Slokam number 5. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi जातु तिष्ठत्य कर्मकृत् कार्यते ह्यवशः कर्म सर्वः प्रकृतिजैर्गुणैः. Beyond doubt, kaschit, nahi kaschit, beyond doubt, anyone can ever, jatu means can ever, tishtati, remain, even for a moment, kshanamapi, even for a moment, without action, akarma krita, without action, beyond doubt, no one can remain, not even for a kshanam. Sarvaha, all beings are made to act, avashaha, helplessly, gunaihi, by their qualities, in the prakriti, in the born of nature, prakriti jair gunaihi. In this prakriti, on this earth, everybody, they have certain qualities, born of material nature. There is a nature, sarvaha, for everybody, they are all made to act. So no one can ever remain even for a moment without performing action, and everyone is made to act helplessly according to the nature of them. They are born of some nature. There are some born qualities. According to that qualities, they have to act, and helplessly they will act. Slokam number 6. कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य य आस्ते मनसा स्मरन् इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते. If you just sit back and retire, that is not the way to reach the state of perfection. One who is restraining from the indriyani, karma indriyani, the organs of action, sitting, thinking in his mind about the karma indriyas. Shamelessly, what if they will say is, physically they will be showing off that, showing off all the ethics and morality. But mentally, they will be living the shameless life with low motives, thinking of all the sensory objects, and that is called mithya acharaha, that is called hypocrites, that is called ashada bhuti, that is vesham, that is not real. Just sitting, karma indriyani, just sitting, restraining the karma, the actions, but mentally all the time thinking about the sensory object, shamelessly projecting as though that this is ethical, this is moral value, but mentally living a shameless life, and that is mithyacharasa uchyate. And uchyate means they are called mithya acharaha, hypocrites, and that is ashadabhuti, that is vesham, that is not reality. Slokam number 7. Yes त्विन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्यारभते अर्जुन कर्मेन्द्रियैः कर्मयोगम् असक्तः स विशिष्यते. Arjuna, the one who niyama, control, indriyani, yes, tvindriyani manasa, indriyani senses, manasa means mind. The one who control, niyama means control, the senses and the mind, and engages his karma indriyani, his organs of actions, the working senses, in karma yogam. Asaktaha, without attachment. Ashaktaha means without attachment. Sa visishyate, he is superior, he excels. Controlling the senses of mind and engaging in karma yoga without attachment, and that is the way of life. Certainly that kind of action will make you superior. That person who is engaging himself in that karma yoga, controlling his mind and senses without attachment to the result, and that person excels. Slokam number 8. Niyatam kuru karma tvam karma jyayo hya karmanaha sarira yatra pichate na prasidhyeta karmanaha. Nityam, constantly. Nityam kuru karma. Constantly. Kuru means to do. Kuru means performing. To do. Karma, the Vedic duties. One should perform the bound duty. You are assigned certain duties. You are prescribed some Vedic duties. Such action have to be performed by you. And when you keep performing such action, that is superior to inaction. Even the maintenance of this body, sarira yatrapi. Yatrapi means maintenance. Even maintenance of this body will not be possible without any action. Akarmanaha na prasidhyate will not be possible due to inaction. Sarira yatrapi. Sarira yatrapi cha te na prasiddha yeta karmanaha. Even maintaining this body, you need to act. Without, by inaction, you will not be able to maintain this body. So, nityam, constantly, kuru karma, karma jyayo hya karmanaha. You are assigned, you are prescribed the certain duties. That duties you will have to keep doing it constantly. Nityam, you will have to keep doing that action. And when you keep doing that action without attachment, that becomes superior to inaction. Slokam number 9. Yajñat karmanan yatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tadartam karma kaunteya mukta sanga samachara. Karmanaha, action. Yajñarthat karmanaha. You need to do this action as a sacrifice to that Supreme Lord. Yajna, as you need to do it as a yajñat karmanaha, as a sacrifice to that Supreme Lord. You need to do that work. Lokayam karma bandhanaha. Otherwise, anyatra, otherwise, if not, lokayam karma bandhanaha. What will happen? This work that in this materialistic world, in the world, this lokaha, this material world, that work will get you into bondage. Karma bandhanaha. Bandhanaha means bondage. If you are not doing that action as a yajna, as a sacrifice to that Supreme, that action itself, anyatra, if you are not doing like that, anyatra means otherwise, else, lokaha, in this material world, this work, karma bandhanaha, that karma, that work, bandhanaha will create, that will cause you bondage. Kaunteya, Kuntiputra, tadartam, therefore, samachara, perform properly the prescribed duties. Mukta sangaha, without attachment. Mukta sangaha, without attachment. Therefore, Kaunteya, Kuntiputra, Arjuna, samachara, perform these duties properly. You are prescribed some duties, perform that duty without mukta sangaha. Without mukta sangaha means without attachment. O Arjuna, Kuntiputra, perform your duties properly as a sacrifice to that Supreme Lord, as a yajna. Here, Arjuna's difficulty, he is bringing subtly. Krishna is not. You are now attached to the individuals in the opposite force. And that made you to get into this conclusion of not fighting and of running away from the battlefield. He is subtly putting this. Oh Arjuna, perform the duties properly as a sacrifice to that Supreme Lord, as a yajna. Otherwise, you will be caught into the bondage. You will be caught into this bandham. Slokam number 10. Saha yajna praja srishtva purovacha prajapatihi anena prasavishyadvam yeshavostvishta kamadukha. Prajapati means the creator. Prajapura, in the beginning, Pura, Prajapati, while creating humankind. Prajaha means humankind, mankind. Prajapati is the creator of everything. While creating this humankind, Sahaha, along with creating this humankind, he has also created this yajna, the sacrifice. And while creating, he said this, prasavishyatvam esha. Prosperity shall increase to you when you perform any action as a yajna, as a sacrifice. That is how I have created Prajapati, as Prajapati has created this Prajai, this Prajaha, this humankind, only like that, to do every work as a sacrifice to that Supreme Lord. When that yajna, when that happens, prasavishyatvam, prosperity shall automatically increase, and ishta kamadukha, this kamaduk means which in turn will yield you all that you desire for. So it is natural. When the Prajapati creating this humankind, he created the humankind to perform the duties always as a sacrifice to that Supreme Lord. By doing that, the prosperity shall increase, and that ishtakam, that whatever that humankind desire, that also gets satisfied. Yajna spirit, the selfless spirit, is seen everywhere. In everything we can see that selfless spirit. The sun shines, the moon that appears, the sea that throbs, the earth that bearing all of, everything is selfless. That is how the humankind also is created. Saha, when along with that, the yajna, the sacrifices, is created. When we do that as a sacrifice, as an offer to the Supreme Lord, then the prosperity automatically shall increase, and all that that individual desires, all that prajai, that humankind desires, also get kamadukha, that gets fulfilled. Slokam number 11. Devan bhavayatanena te deva bhavayantu vaha parasparam bhavayantaha shreyah parama vapsyata. By doing all these sacrifices, Devan, the Devas around you, the celestial gods around you, bhavayantu, they get pleased. When you do an act, when you perform your action with the yajna spirit, with the selfless spirit, offering it to the Supreme Lord, the celestial gods around, bhavayantu, they get pleased. And parasparam means one another, mutually. Parasparam, one another, shreyaha avapsyasta, shall achieve the prosperity. Shreyaha means prosperity. Param, the Supreme. So he says, by doing that action as a selfless service, the Devas, the celestial gods around you, they get pleased, and parasparam, mutually, one another, they in turn make you achieve the Supreme. The Param means Supreme. Avapsyasta means Param Avapsyasta, Supreme. You shall achieve that Supreme. So with this, By doing that activity as a yajna spirit, as a sacrifice, the devas around you gets pleased, and you nourish the devas around you. You please them by the spiritual service, and they parasparam, by getting nourished, they in cooperation with that humankind, they make you achieve the supreme. Slokam number 12. Yishtan bhogan hi wo deva dasyante yajna bhavitaha tairdattana pradhayebhyo yo bhunkte stena eva saha. These devas, the celestial gods, they got pleased having yajna bhavitaha. They got satisfied by the sacrifice, the yajna of sacrifice, by all the actions that you offer to that supreme. Nourished by that sacrifice, they will dasyante, they will grant you the desired ishtan bhogan. They will dasyante, they will grant you, they will give you whatever is the necessity of your life. So all that you need to do is, you need to do all that action that you are bound to do as a yajna, as a sacrifice to that Supreme Lord. In turn, the celestial gods, the devas around you, dasyante, they get satisfied. Bhavitaha, they are satisfied, they are nourished, and they grant you, dasyante, they grant you ishtan bhogan, whatever is your necessity in your life, they will grant you. So you don't have to worry. They will grant you that dasyante. Those who enjoy the things granted without offering this in return, the second line, taidattana pradayebhyo, those who are not offering this as a sacrifice, in return they are not doing anything, they are called stena. Stena means thief. They are called social thief. You need to, if you are not sacrificing this and you are just enjoying everything from the devas, when they keep offering you, when you keep enjoying, when you are not offering is as a sacrifice in return, then you are called stena. Stena means thief. You are called thief. So we need to just offer everything as a yajna of spirit. Slokam number 13. I think we would be running out of time for slokam number 13, so we'll reserve it for tomorrow. Keeping your back straight, eyes closed. With this 12 slokas, we'll end the today's session. We are into the third chapter, Karma Yoga. When Arjuna is asking Krishna, you have already explained me the yoga of knowledge, Sankhya Yoga, the path of renunciation. Then why are you explaining me the path of work, Karma Yoga, when Sankhya Yoga is supreme? When Arjuna is asking Krishna to give me one path, Krishna is telling that I have always given both the path for self-realization. Those who are into knowledge path, they can choose the Jnana Margam, and those who are into Karma Yoga, they can choose this Karma Margam. And also Krishna is explaining how to perform this karma, this action. We'll chant Om 3 times. Om, Om. पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पीस् 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 ओम बोलो स्वामी सद्गुरु शिवानंद महाराज की जय ओम बोलो स्वामी विष्णुदेवानंद महाराज की जय Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thanks for joining. See you tomorrow, 4 o'clock. Enjoy your evening.